weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Indianapolis Colts and the Atlanta Falcons. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Snap comes at one. Manning going up top. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. So here's Vick following the interception. That's caught by Rison. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Parker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. The Falcons are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
18 Randall.
Vick readies to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that, street. Back in 60. Go.
Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Manning. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. There's Vick. Into the hands of Rison. That's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parker. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Cup 19! Cup 19! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
On third down, Vick. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Pass to 60! Pass to 60!
They'll run on first down with Akers. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Check mash! Check mash! Ready!
Off the play fake, Vick. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, Vick. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10.
Trap 60! 18, Pioneer!
They'll set up to throw. Pass complete to Akers on the out route. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
go. Top below 18. Ready.
It'll be Vic once more. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On 1st down, it's Parker. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there, and 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
And they'll run again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal.
19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 right. Warriors 17.
To throw, Vic. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses, and how complicated that is? Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Manning going to throw. Wide open. That's Clark. They lost him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Manning. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Harrison will go in motion left. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Throwing now is Manning. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Here's Manning to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colts. From 4 yards out. And the Colts have moved out in front. Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head.
Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And Manning keeps it himself. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Falcons 7-7. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 44-yard line.
Hawk 70.
Up the middle they go. Parker. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Vic goes play action. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Akers. And some room to work. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Throwing, Vick. It's complete to his big target, Crumpler. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Here we go, here we go. Hurt. Hey, pass. 7 Pirates.
It's a play fake. Now Vick. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Rig. 60 Maverick.
Vick now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Ready, right. Cowboy 80.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
Buffalo 80. Unlock live. Unlock. Liking.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Let's go now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Mustang 19. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now here's Vick. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
79 Broncos. Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Vick. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Again, it's Taylor, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Manning. He'll drop this down to Taylor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we... Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Harrison. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 71 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. That throw by Vic incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10.
19 Lions.
He'll look to throw. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. The Falcons on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. Vic readies to throw. He completes it right side to White. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Parker. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parker. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, it's Parker. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, Dragon 60.
They'll try to throw it here. Vic. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready, set.
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19.
Here's Vic. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Ready! Trap 60, trap 60. 19, Pioneer.
Desperation time. Vic on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
It's a gain of 34. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Running left, Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 60. And the Colts are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Let's go now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Vic to throw it. Into the hands of Rison. That's complete.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
On the jump.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. 79 Broncos. Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Vick will look to throw on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10.
19 right.
They're going to look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
The gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 5.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
To throw, Vick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
A give for Taylor running right side. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They run once more with Taylor. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Indianapolis, they improved to 5-0 now.